Well, I didn't shut down Hollywood Boulevard. Anyone in traffic right now, it was not me. I'm just here for the festivities. But you know, these movies take so long. It's been many years waiting for tonight, so I'm really thrilled to watch it with everyone. I think for me, the fun is when you have these characters that are so iconic, the only move next is to challenge what you think you know about them and to get to meet Mufasa and Scar when he was Taka at a younger age. Sort of like flipping through a family album and seeing your parents when they were younger or your grandparents. You're like, whoa, I thought I knew them, but they're flawed and they're doing their best and they're not who I got to know yet. And so that's a thrilling journey.
It seems enthusiastic. People seem excited to see the film. They put a lot into it. So the pressure is high. I hope it's worth all the kerfuffle. Yeah. It was great, honestly. The fact that me and Billy are given so much freedom to improvise and that in a movie this big, we're able to carve out like a little section of it that really speaks to the type of comedy that we do. It feels like the kind of comedy that we normally do. I think it's really cool, honestly.
Oh, well, everybody is so super excited. People have been waiting for this movie to come out. It is finally here. We're headed to the holidays. There are people I love in this movie. There are loads of people that I love. And it's a fantastic time.
Wow, it's a beautiful moment. So many individuals have showed up today, alone or with their families or with their friends, their loved ones, just to come and celebrate and contribute to this beautiful energy that has been growing since Mufasa the Lion King was announced. I'm truly grateful, over the moon, and I'm having a really wonderful time.
More of the same, I would say. I don't know. We are like the comic relief of the film. The movie has a lot of very heavy themes and it's very dramatic at times, very suspenseful and harrowing. And me and Billy, who is Timon, we're sort of like the narrators in some way, telling the story and hopefully providing laughs in the face of trauma.
It was a gift. It was an absolute gift. Lin-Manuel Miranda is elite at what he does. He is a beautiful artist. His artistry is phenomenal. And to have the opportunity, to be gifted the opportunity to put my take on one of his songs is just something that I'm deeply grateful for and will cherish forever.
It's electric. It's really fun. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now. Disney always does a spectacular job at these premieres. It's over the top. It's so exciting. I'm so flattered to be back. I was shocked to find myself in the 2019 movie and shocked again to find myself in this. And I'm just thrilled to be here. And I really love the movie so much. Barry Jenkins has knocked it out of the park. And I can't wait for people to see it. Well, I think Seth Rogen and we played Timon and Pumbaa. We got to establish our version of the characters in 2019. That was a little daunting going into that. But I think once we figured it out, getting to come back this time, we really leaned into what worked the first time. We felt more confident. Barry Jenkins really encouraged us to improvise a lot. There's so much of what we improvised that ended up in the movie. It's kind of shocking. Seth and I just try to make each other laugh and hope that it makes other people laugh. And so you're going to get your usual Timon and Pumbaa vibes in this.
This is a retelling and how we got to The Lion King in the first place. So I think that it's a wonderful pre-beginning. I mean, what's not to like? Really, it's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
This is, something that I saw when I was much younger and became a worldwide phenomenon at the time. I'm part of something that is having a grand resurgence and then part of something that is coming back to life. It's pretty amazing. I think Mufasa brings understanding to The Lion King. So maybe people will come to love some characters that they didn't know they could love, or maybe they'll just invest a little bit more. But it brings understanding, and it brings the awareness of having grace for those around us and making room for the story that they have lived before we met them.
It's cool, man. You know, we've been working on this film for the balance of 4 years at this point, and it's so crazy to be walking the carpet and seeing all these people I've been working with over this period of time. And it's a celebration, you know, just celebrating the fruits of our labor and getting to share it with the world. Yeah, I think it's going to bring an added level of depth and complexity. You know, there's these ideas of good and evil, you know, exhibited in Scar and Mufasa, but they've been fixed for 30 years. I think it's really beautiful to show kids that no one's just born good or born evil. You're a series of circumstances, series of choices, series of life decisions. And I think those things are very deeply explored in this film.
I'm really trying to just stay present, but it's so exciting. I feel like I've been waiting for this for such a long time. We've been working on the film for nearly 4 years, so I'm so excited to see the film and for everyone else to see it as well. We love Lin. He's an icon, and at the time, I was actually going through like a lot of vocal changes because I was, I think, 14 at the time. So he really helped me to get into my comfort zone and experiment with my voice, and yeah, I love him.
Oh my goodness, it's incredible. I mean, just like the vibe in this room is spectacular, and there's so much excitement, and I mean, I'm incredibly excited too. Just you know, to have been working on this film for as long as I have been, and then to finally reach this point, it's kind of like this marathon, and you finally get to the point where you get to celebrate. You get to celebrate with the other filmmakers and all together. It's amazing. Well, it was actually just the incredible filmmaking by Barry Jenkins. I mean, you know, he's an amazing storyteller, and just you know, he kind of led me to where I needed to go musically, and so it was. I just had to connect the dots that he laid out for me.
Yeah, I think to me the energy, obviously I can feel it now. It's excitement all down this carpet for sure. But I think, you know, it's excitement. It's all the things we all feel, of course. But as part of the people that were part of the making of this film, of course, for me it's even extra emotional. You know, even outside of tonight, I've been crying throughout watching the last scenes of this film as we've been watching it for a long, long time. And I'm sure it'll be more the same of that.
Well, at first I was like, how do you do this? What is this? And then as I started to read it, I just saw that Jeff Nathanson, the screenwriter, had just gone to such lengths to really look into these characters and see what else there was beneath the surface of the iceberg, as Hemingway says, that can be unearthed.
Wow, I think one of the most beautiful things about this film is that we get to discover who the characters that we love so very much and who we cherish so very much, who they were as adolescents. I like to describe this film as one where we meet these characters and they're not quite in their bodies yet. It kind of feels like they're wearing shoes that are like 2 sizes too big, and there's something very endearing about that. There's something very joyful about that. So hopefully we get deeper insight into these characters and can go and watch the original again with a newfound insight.
I mean, this is a long journey. We have the brother story finally being shown to the world. So excited. I started on this somewhere around 2018. So it's been a while, but it's amazing. It's going to be an amazing night. I mean, it's the same, you know, the beautiful emotion, the humor, the family. It's an incredible, iconic story. And I think that this will be a really nice companion to the original.
Incredible. I'm a big Lin-Manuel Miranda fan. I was literally a week before I found out he was doing the movie, I was singing in canto and karaoke. We need to talk about Bruno, and suddenly I was in a studio with him. So it's been like more Disney magic, dreams coming true 24/7. It's been really cool. I mean, it's I think what it does, it has so much heart, so many beautiful visuals, and so much love added to. It's like learning about your grandfather. You know what I mean? Learning about the people that got you here, that we all grew up and kind of respected. And there's nothing better than having these intimate stories and epics to fill in the blanks, to make the 94 version even more special. So yeah.
I just traveled all the way from Johannesburg via England, 11 hours each short trip. You're back here. It's the craziness of Hollywood again. It's incredible. It's a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere and of reception and approval and a confirmation, you know. I came with my son, who also was King T'Chaka in the Black Panther. So we're together. It's incredible. Well, as I said, we did the 2019 one with John Favreau. And this time I got a call and I was told that Barry Jenkins is going to direct. I said, oh my God, how the hell did they get him? It's again an honor and a privilege to be called again to recreate this role.
Well, Barry and I, we met back in film school, and this is probably our 7th collaboration together. So as an editor, to, segue into animated territory was a little daunting. But I think, me, Barry, James, Mark, and Adela, the producers, we've all known each other since film school. And so doing it together really made the process not only enjoyable, but we could lean on each other to kind of find our way through the process. It's interesting because we came from Moonlight, which was a really small movie. So to be back here in this theater after those Oscars is kind of a full circle moment. And it's kind of spectacular. Yeah.
It's spectacular. I mean, the journey that we took from 2021, I think was when I did my first session recording, and to now, looking forward to this thing for so many years and seeing it come together. Spectacular. I mean, you feel it. I mean, you feel this magic. So yeah, for me, it's the humor. My kind of entry point is always the humor, but it's also this kind of gentle, wise, there's kind of this spirituality, it's grounded spirituality to this character, which is a lot of fun to play. That combo of humor and this kind of shamanic thing, I loved it.
I've always seen this block shut down, and I'm always like, man, one day I'll be able to be in there. And here we are today, and we're in here, and it's pretty epic in here. It's like, I'm seeing so many familiar faces, new faces. I'm just excited, all the posters everywhere, so this is cool. It's cool. Well, I'm really excited because we get to see the backstory of how Scar got the scar. People aren't always born a villain, and we're going to get to discover what kind of led him to becoming this infamous legend in the Disney history.
I was reflecting on 30 years ago. I think on my mind is 30 years ago, 1994, when we did the first movie. And I didn't realize that I got blinked in 2024 we're here. I'm a little overwhelmed, quite frankly, shutting down Hollywood. And I'm just looking forward to sit down and experience this amazing moment, yeah. Well, surprise, I wrote a whole new beginning 30 years later. That's why I'm so nervous. So we're starting this movie the same way as 1994, but with a brand new song, Gomso.
It's incredible. It's buzzing. We've worked on this movie for 4 years, so to finally arrive at this moment and have the opportunity to enjoy the moment is incredible. Yeah, the lovely folks at Disney that we've been making this project with over the last few years reached out to Barry with the script, and he surprisingly to himself fell in love with it and said we're a go. So we got the whole team together and came out and got to work.
It is an unbelievable energy in here. It's so loud and so vibrant and incredibly exciting. Terrifying, absolutely terrifying, but a great challenge and a real test to try and do something different with it. And I saw a version of it which I loved, but I'm very excited to see if it all, to see what it looks like finished. I think Zazu brings definitely comedy to the story, and definitely it's good to have someone as part of this core team of outsiders who isn't quite as cool as the other ones and is a step behind them a lot. But I think that definitely laughter is something that he brings, hopefully.
I'd probably say it's undescribable. Everyone's screaming, they're having the time of their lives. I'm having the time of my life. I couldn't have asked for anything more. I was lost. I had so many emotions, and to be part of a Lion King movie is every kid's dream. To be in any Disney movie is every kid's dream, so I'm just so thankful. Well, working with those people, you're around so many icons, and you've got to live up to their expectations. So it's hard at the start, but they made it so easy for you, and they were very comforting.
Well, ironically, when I did 1994, I was in transition. I was moving back to South Africa, and the whole motivation was about change. And I came to America as a young refugee. I could relate to all the characters. In the same way with Mufasa, it's like I'm also having a prequel of my own, So it's just amazing. And working with Barry and the music with Lin-Manuel, it's just been an adventure.
It's electrifying. I actually, after I graduated from college, I worked across the street at Hard Rock Hotel Cafe, and so now to be on Hollywood Boulevard for this film, it's crazy. The Lion King means so much to me, so I'm excited to share it with the world. Yeah, it was a lot of pressure stepping into these shoes, but we don't get to know a lot about her in the original, and so it's an opportunity for people to know who she was beyond a wife and a mother, and that's really exciting.